Hello and welcome to Sunday night NBA action here on 2K Sports. It'll be the Rockets off the tip. George feels it out a bit. Pass to Butler. We know things can get heated between these two, Grant. No love lost in this matchup.
And that competitive fire, it grows when you're in the same conference. You get to see each other so often. You know, B.A., I think we're in for some good theater in this one.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Knocks it down from distance.
Well, I tell you, it raises his value so much when Antetokounmpo keeps his teammates engaged. I mean, it gives opponents a lot more to worry about than just him.
To the inside. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Outside Strus. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Outside Strus. And here's Markkanen. Drops in the three.
And the quick trigger of Markkanen is impressive. He's got such a fluid release, too, especially on these catch-and-shoot jumpers.
And here's Embiid, defended by Smart. That one drops for him.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Strus with the bucket.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively. He has not been at his most efficient this quarter.
Well, Lauri Markkanen comes from a family full of athletes, Grant.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. Lauri's mom and dad were both pro basketball players, and so was one of his brothers. And his other brother is a professional soccer player, so it definitely runs in the family. He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Pass to Johnson. Butler surveying the floor. Here's the three. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Butler stroking it nicely. Good touch from outside the arc.
Markkanen with it. Now guarded by Butler. Shoots. Markkanen misses.
Well, you know exactly why they let him have that shot.
It's George on the wing, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. 4 on the clock. Embiid. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
They need everyone clicking here. Unfortunately, his game has gone the other direction.
Houston trails by 6. Achua with a screen. Left side Butler. And Houston another three.
Quick on the roll there. The speed of Butler makes him a problem for the defense.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Ime Udoka. I brought up Giannis Antetokounmpo and how effective a scorer he is, and coach told me, well, when he gets into the lane, he's very tough to guard. For us, it's about forcing him into longer and ideally contested jumpers. That's what I want us to do. We'll see if they're able to accomplish this. Back over to you, BA.
And Allie, thank you for that.
And you see the acceleration from Dort. Just a great athlete.
Here's Butler. Good D by Antetokounmpo. .152 left in the first quarter. Pass to Markkanen. Achua with a steal. Dort with a steal. It's Markkanen on the wing. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. 6 to shoot. Pass to Antetokounmpo. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Now here's Dort. Back to Markkanen. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Markkanen's got 5 points.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Outside Butler. Just 5 on the clock. Houston needs to get off the shot. Houston with another miss. Here's Dort. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Houston trails by 9. Here's Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Got pity for that rim right there, Joel Embiid. That's a big man banging that thing down.
Dort outside. Right side Strus. Connects on the 17-footer. He's got 10.
With the utmost belief in his game, he's able to beat opponents in a number of ways.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter.
The visiting team, 19.
We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
And that one falls for Smart. And in today's NBA, it seems like everyone has a three-point shot, Clark. That didn't used to be the case.
You're exactly right, B.A. In the good old days, way back in the day, threes were mostly for specialists. It just shows you how much the game and the players have evolved.
Here's Shed. They set the pick. Three-pointer. Not going to go that time. Antetokounmpo with it. Here's Strus. Offensive. Power it home!
Oh, wow!
Boy, extra effort by Giannis, the multi-time MVP. He's just built a little differently.
Pass to Butler. Achua with a screen. Butler with the bucket. Butler's got 8.
He's one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And Grant, for everything else he's accomplished, Giannis hasn't quite mastered the three-point shot.
And you know, he hasn't had to, B.A. You want him inside, hitting on those high percentages, shutting down the lane defensively, and, of course, controlling the boards.
You get the sense Giannis Antetokounmpo is hungry to get another title card.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, he's definitely in the prime of his career and would like to add another Larry O'Brien trophy to his collection. He is getting older, but again,
wow!
Watch out below.
Big finish.
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now.
Platinum level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there. And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Started out strong from three-point land. Hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. They absolutely want to add to what's already a big lead.
No question, B.A. No reason to let up. Just keep playing your game.
And it's Houston's ball. Houston with another miss. Down low. Here's Strus. Antetokounmpo looking it over. This one for three. Strus's shot is off. Here's Butler. And Butler is there for the flush.
Love the force and focus that Butler plays this game with. That was reflected in the finish.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey guys, Lauri Markkanen is a 7-footer with touch, but he can also attack off the dribble. Referencing comparisons to Dirk Nowitzki, he said, quote, when someone hits a fadeaway jumper, they say, that's the Dirk. Maybe someday I'll get the drag step to be called the Lauri. Back to you guys.
That's a sweet move, too. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Back to Strus. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
They set a pick, and it's Butler off the drive.
Once Butler has some speed behind him, watch out. You know he's looking to throw that thing down.
Kicks it out to Markkanen. The three is up. It's hauled in by Houston.
Despite his struggles to heat up and get going, the lead still remains intact.
A minute and a half left to play in the first half. Pass to Dort. Intercepted. Butler on the wing. The three. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. It's Dort on the wing. The jumper from the wing off target.
Operating from mid-range, that's a shot he likes. I mean, I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Right wing. Here's Shed. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to talk it over with his guys. There's 47 seconds left in the second. Van Vliet outside to the paint. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Another shot with the drive. And he lays it in. 12 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead. I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though.
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. But it sure does look good.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And it's Bona with a rebound. And stolen by Melton. And so we wrap up the first half. They lead by 14. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Now Antetokounmpo. Inside. It's rebounded by George. Houston trails by 14. Pass to Embiid. Outside Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
You know, he is really the soul and essence of this team. JB leading them in all facets tonight.
Antetokounmpo with it. And Johnson picks him up defensively. To the middle. Here's Dort. Lets the three fly. The rebound by Embiid. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. A 12-point game. Well, Grant, if you had to say, is there anything you think is underrated about Embiid?
You know, B.A., I think it's his intelligence. Joel's a heady player. Sometimes big men don't get enough credit for their smarts on the court. Embiid knows the game.
Oh, stolen by Embiid. Outside Johnson. Launches it. That shot, no good. Here's Walker. Pass to Strus. Yes, great play by Walker to set it up. Strus has got 15.
That's a guy you need to defend, especially from range.
Well done on the glass. Gets himself in position where he can use his size.
Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Giannis is a monster around the rim. Too easy there.
It's George on the drive. Here's Butler. Butler banging his way to the 10.
You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
Here's Achua. Achua with the dunk.
Boy, the leadership, the unselfishness from Butler, you can count on him to share it.
Down low. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That's his first foul. And here's Butler. 16 points for him. Tries again. Butler right to the heart.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Outside Strus. The three-pointer off the mark. Houston trails by 11. Butler soars in to cap off the break. Now here's Antetokounmpo. 14 points for him. To the paint. And he dunks it down.
Oh, wow. Dort just going off. Making a big show of how athletic he can be.
Pass to Embiid. Dort with a steal. To the inside. Here's the break. And the jam by Walker.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points while the other guys struggle to keep up.
There's a minute 47 left in the third. Here's George. Yet to see a basket. Embiid high post. Goes up at the stripe. And another basket for Houston.
Embiid, a versatile shot maker, showing off his mid-range game there.
Antetokounmpo, left side. Pass to Dort. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Dort's got 6 in the quarter.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now here's Dort, covered by Johnson. And he throws it down with one hand.
You're making the slam look second nature. Once Dort sees the launching pad, he's ready to take off.
There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter. Inside. Misses the layup. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Houston. They trail by 14. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Johnson.
Look, the intentions were good. I like the unselfishness, but the execution, a lot to be desired.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Van Vliet. Markkanen outside. Here's Adams. Back to Markkanen. And the three-pointer goes. Markkanen's got 8.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
The away team.
And that
55.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Houston trails by 17. Here's Collier. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul. First team
No
foul.
good on the free throw.
At the line for your Rockets, Isaiah Collier.
He's off on the second.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Houston.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Antetokounmpo with it. Now guarded by Butler.
Jimmy.
And it's Jimmy Butler with the foul.
Personal foul.
That'll be a second foul of the game. Antetokounmpo with it. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Jimmy Butler with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Third personal foul.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
Down low. Strus. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here we go, 1-on-1. And we played through about a minute here in the 4th. Outside Strus. Gets the 3 ball to go. Strus has got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's hit a pair of threes each half, making a significant impact.
Out to the right wing. Back to Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
Smart right side. To the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo.
When it comes to stuffing the stat sheet, Antetokounmpo does it very well in just about every category. But his greatest strength is he's a dominant scorer.
And they're on the break. Smart for 3. That shot missing. And so it's Butler who brings up the ball for Houston. Pass to Achua. Back to Butler. Now George. Offline with a baseline jumper. And here's Smart. Butler with a steal. Fires from deep. Dort grabs the miss.
Since hitting 2 triples in the first half, he's been non-existent from out there.
Markkanen outside. Offline with a 3.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Achua with some nice D.
No such thing as an easy bucket most of the time in the NBA, but I'm surprised he missed that.
They've struggled, but hey, you cannot lay it at his feet. Offensively, he's getting it done.
Kicks it out to Smart. Back to Dort. From the arc. That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
This is what it's been since halftime. remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Strus with the bucket.
3 points.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Smart for three. It's hauled in by Houston. Outside Butler. Outside Johnson. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Johnson's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. It's Smart on the wing. Pass to Dort. Markkanen outside. And here's Strus outside. The putback.
Giannis
Controls the rebound and the putback.
Takes so much work to keep Giannis off the glass. He's got that great length and athleticism. Boy, he's a real problem on the boards.
Achua can't hit. Markkanen from long range. Rebounded by Butler. And it's Houston's ball. Pass to Embiid. Fires for three. Unable to get that one. It's Dort on the wing. Smart outside. Here's Markkanen. The three ball. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Now here's Smart. 6 on the shot clock. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds.
Rockets ball.
And Houston has possession. Here's Butler. The visiting club takes the win on the road. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And that about wraps it up.